Okay, so when it comes to leadership development, highly sought after, Terry Budgett is here. I have to tell you, just looking at your book, which we're going to talk about in just a few moments, there are some key things I want to discuss here. But you've been sought after going into corporations and into communities, but your focus is pretty much shifting slightly because you want to target at-risk youth in our community.
Yes.
Why is that important?
I look at when I grew up in North Carolina, I remember I was being raised by strong women, but I really didn't have the strong father figure in my life. And so I can understand how these youth are reacting to situations that are coming to them. And because without that role model from a male's perspective, it's difficult for you to meet the challenges that a male would really understand. So for me, having had those experiences, it's important for me to show them that we're still here and we do care.
And what's unusual too about us being here is that both of us, we have similar backgrounds. We were raised by our moms, our fathers weren't in the picture. But with that being said, many men who did not have that man in their lives tend to not give back to those men who don't have men in their lives. And after 21 years serving in the military, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Education and relearning and getting out in the community and teaching these young men has become something that's very important to you.
Definitely, definitely. For me, my belief is this: if you want to change the way you live, you have to change the way you think. And my experience in the military changed my way of thinking. Because knowledge, if you're looking for a job, knowledge will take you to the door, but a good education will open it.
And having the right leadership skills and ability will keep you there.
Definitely, definitely. Because like you said, what got you here won't keep you here. So you got to be, as a leader, you must constantly be learning. And that's why I focus on today's youth, because you can know what you know, but you don't know what we know because we have the experience that you simply don't have.
That's right. And you put a lot of your experience about leadership in your book, The Leader's Blueprint. I recommend, if you can, pick this book up. But one of the chapters that I wanted to touch on and I wanted you to expand on is, and I'm just going to give you the title of it, and it's The Fish Rots from the Head. You have to expand on that, the fish rots from the head.
Okay. My grandmother used to cook fish, okay? But back in the day, when you may leave a fish out for whatever reason, but if you leave it out and you see it deteriorating or decaying, if you watch it closely, you'll see it starts from the head and the rest of the body gets infected. The same thing happens in families or in organizations. And you've seen organizations who have deteriorated. The focus is always on leadership. Leadership determines everything. Success and, oh, by the way, its failures. So when organizations are broken down or have accelerated, they always go to the head. And
you know what? I think that what you also said there before you talked about the organizations was the family unit. Because if the head is not in its right place and is not doing what is expected, then it's going to be felt through the body of the household too.
Definitely, definitely. I believe that regardless of what position you're in, whether you're the mother or the father, in either case, you have to assume a position of authority. The head is what determines what direction everything goes. And without a strong leader, everything wavers.
All right. Well, hey, Terry, I just thank you so much for your service
and
for writing this book. Let folks quickly know where they can find this book.
You can find this book at my website at www.terry